This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs.
When I go give us GC minister and the capsules, now on Cambodia, Aje and his so then maybe cry for an asset, on a compass of an eye or how they be under the lights and any glasses, some pa. Home better side we better to me say. When I go give us GC minister and the capsules, when you have a pharmacy shop, paper shop, a draw a bema or bar for no to me for the before won't invade me, or bar pen for any or bar or my abo friend for Sean Corey Kate, I don't know that means your friend Jay-Z. I na who said our music industry Jay-Z and obi abenimu or shannon to us say our 1980s nasa watch ye pa brante wa pe edin pastor man who Jay-Z enye enyum tuni ketekete abeti card in the ante that for Jay-Z who po Jay-Z drink a catch say obi akola ya wo ne enim impactor Jay-Z accuracy our music industry our America. Just say a bass a rap party at Jay-Z or say I see ankasa. Na enche bia na P Diddy baby or your nonsense some ebe toja and same baby and na ni e kokot e chana we ya ba foforo was so me so kro ne me dai we you repeat me Emma in some ebo boy ya kodru say ababa we bi so yini ti say owo mfie dumiensa na ye 13 years no P Diddy ene ne jaye Emma of course say no in same baby after omo call party e kodru omo ni no P Diddy e force ne ne dai. Yeah, that's sorry. I was in that Jay-Z come. Wow. And now what you say, P Diddy, there was Jay-Z come. What call Asamba say Jay-Z? Ah, Nidin Akasaya Sean Corey Kate. Eka home in Sikabea Emrano, any nini. Anna Jay-Z Abekasa, Wabekasa, na Nekasa Wakasano. Baby, a hano pie, Nigeria, is I said Beyonce. Oh, no, so bonny, so. O music industry no ntimi nyi Beyonce din e wa America enton chen there bi da oni ni kun omo create edinpa ama omo ho pa so wudru amanone a now we no say ne ha ne ye ne yere ene ne pa because in same be say no aya na omo wo adwenbone sabi sa nyema bi say do abaifo na ne kasa no oranchi obrofo kasa mu ni nyina ne say nyema bi say na ana abaifo ne timi sa de allegation we etu ni pada sani so esan say oni sa nyabaywa ne kakra ni hu twaka na ntisusu ampa say 13 years ana na wo fo so timi hwe no ama oba party ama no Jay-Z ne P Diddy ne die enya no kwenti ka be aka ye monsam no entungo sa so odwe ne gere ho ne ba ho esa because abaywa ne na mabonte a ne ba girl no ona mabonte a den kra ana nkofo be bisa no edian so na abaywa no ebe fam esa so do ne family pa we have video am report say about all this fabrication dey to Jay-Z so no na yembra.
This morning, rap mogul Jay-Z is denying allegations he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl alongside rapper Sean Diddy Combs. That civil lawsuit filed against Combs in October was amended Sunday to include Jay-Z. The accuser, identified only as Jane Doe, says she was sexually assaulted by both men at a Video Music Awards after party in 2000. In a blistering statement, Jay-Z accuses Jane Doe's attorney of trying to blackmail him. He said further, quote, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree?" He added, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people." Joining us now, Joey Jackson, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor. There's a lot to unpack here. Joey, I want to start with just the statement from Jay-Z, which is so forceful in its denial. I just read a teeny part of it. It's long, where he says that they should file a criminal complaint. Is that even possible at this point?
So based on the allegations, Jessica, good morning, good to see you. I think that it certainly could be. Why do I say that? Now, he, of course, is more than annoyed, would be an understatement. Yeah. He has a family and he has a lot to protect, including his brand. But to the extent that he's saying, hey, come after me criminally, that could be, why do I say that? because rape in New York and what's alleged in this complaint is forcible compulsion. What that means in English is that it's saying that he held her down, raped her, and that, of course, the allegation is that Mr. Combs did the same thing. And so if those facts are actually accurate, it would require an investigation by prosecutors. And if true, right, you could pursue it criminally. Now, with respect to the evidentiary value, yes, it happened 24 years ago, right, more than 24 years ago. But in the allegations, there's a few things. Number one, there's allegation that another celebrity was present at the time, right, in addition to other people. Number two, there's the claim by the victim, right, that she left, that she went and she was seen by a gas attendant who saw her in distress. Number three, that she phone called her dad, who showed up, the 13-year-old, and now removed her. So civil complaint, simply allegations, needs to be proven in a court of law, but if true, it could rise to the level of criminality, and, you know, we'll see what happens or if the DA looks and investigates.
So what happens now?
So what happens now is this is simply a civil complaint. And in a civil complaint, it goes through the technical legal process. Now, the distinction, Jessica, between civil and criminal, of course, is that civil is for monetary damages, right? The system can only reward you with money. There's allegations that this 13-year-old is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, suffered depression, etc. So now you go to fact-finding, right? Before that, just briefly, there was a demand letter sent. And a demand letter is a letter being sent by a lawyer saying, hey, I don't have to sue you. We can sit, we can mediate it. If we reach an agreement, it never sees the light of day. Jay-Z saying, I don't care about your demand letter. I look at it as blackmail. You want to sue me, sue me. You want to look at it criminally, look at it criminally, but it'll go through the fact-finding process. If a trial is necessary to determine the facts, that's what will happen, but it'll be deemed civil. No indication at this point as to whether or not any criminal investigation will ensue as a result of this.
Yeah, and Jay-Z came back incredibly forcefully against these allegations and really singled out that attorney as well. Yes. For being, I'm paraphrasing here, but greedy, saying he's out to get money, yes, and calling that letter essentially blackmail.
Yeah, and in addition to that, Jessica, also suing the attorney, saying he's intimidating him, harassing him, etc. Now, demand letters are not new. What lawyers do is they send them out as a matter of protocol and practice so that you can expedite the process. At the same time, there's certain ethical standards that you have to use, and you have to have a good faith factual belief that this is true. Now, you can argue this complaint was filed in October, right? Could have mentioned Jay-Z then. You didn't. Why? It was amended now to include him. Are the factual assertions true? Are they fact or fiction? Is it a money grab or not? All of that will be litigated in a court of law, but according to Jay-Z, this never happened, is pure fiction. It is a money grab, and he's fighting for his name, reputation, and certainly innocence and justice in his view, which is he didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, and you touch on a point, too, that I wanted to ask you about, which was that this was an amendment to
Yes.
this already existing lawsuit. What are people to take away from that, the fact that they're coming back and adding to this now with this specific name?
Yeah, you know, Jessica, so it depends. That's also common. You could amend lawsuits, right, as a matter of course, and you do, to include certain factual allegations. The interesting thing to me in terms of your question and the takeaway, if you had this information about Jay-Z, it happened allegedly in September of 2000, why not include it in the original complaint? What happened between October and now that necessitated you putting in, and it's a question of credibility. Was he celebrity A, right, as was noted in the October complaint? Is this pure fiction? And what's interesting in the complaint is he really, that is the lawyer, tries to tie Jay-Z to Mr. Combs in so many ways, right? Birds of a feather is the argument that he's making. You can make that argument. You need the facts to sustain it. Let's see if they come up with any facts.
All right, we will see. All right, Joey Jackson, thanks so much.
Wait, and summer about Jay-Z, Abobuano. In Sandra Brebes, Cabra, Cambrano, any Jay-Z. Also say in some Nano, Kiambo and Tungu. P Diddy so dear, I have forth and coming, sir, a corner back and forth, sir. I'm not in some, just as you see, I'm not as a wounded Puma Sibre. And they are the same way back, a Chinese the court, sir. And so, Crawford say, na Jay-Z so a 13 years a day, they back for no one. I know this session. Comment section, Crawford Obisafe, now referee say, on one and no also 16 years, not beyond so 16 years, no one, and I'm going to 13 years, not a say, where did ya? no crebe baby o mummy and no friends who are baby yes and say ne who can you on the next boyfriend Beyonce not so was 16 years Anna Jay-Z so no nan here na kono it 13 years no e betimi aye no kre it kasa no ka mummy nhwemu ye wait any summer a free amount of frost for New York City America New York City ebo baba fa P Diddy someone about Fred Jay-Z in the busua e ha dwen pa na sam no baby ba ko du bia me ma betina say Jay-Z ye dia banka wa ba ko gu ni sadna ko gina emra na no ana say ebe ye bosremu kasa ne onu Jay-Z no all kana aha I give us online media pa mo ka jumede na bia ba be down me trust when you video so I subscribe no like no share I'm out for front so any be ashwa kana ko pay give us GC Miss channel the capsules na bro ye dini ye na dini biem e san say emfaso dia bebre na was a edwo so e do still immune system na ma umpom ni ye tentende onno ma ojo so enfifre to na say yare na e ba besin no ko herbal shop pharmacy shop opa was open give us GC Miss channel the capsules I don't know for capsules no now for syrup no obi abetini anum edwo we bi you want to be fair abofra won di fie dum ye no oba penfo any oba oma abofra no for me am decide me dey be down me dey na ya ampofo macro
GC mixer and then a capsule.